Neutrons cause charge. Was charge created from neutrinos? What if charge emerged from two neutrinos joined together into one particle? What if the two neutrinos joined together made either an electron with a negative charge or a positron, which is an anti-electron, with a positive charge? Then those electrons and positrons made protons and neutrons. Then those protons and neutrons made atoms. What if how the particle spun through space determined that charge? A spiral helix motion in a clockwise spin made an electron. A spiral helix motion in a counterclockwise spin made a positron. See illustration. This post is hypothetical. Please take it as such. This is also the third post on this subject. The first suggested a photon was made of a neutrino and an antineutrino. The second suggested an electron was made of two neutrinos. Summary of this post. Charge may emerge as a characteristic or byproduct of how two neutrinos joined together spin through space. Though a neutrino by itself is extremely small and has no charge, the suggestion is that two neutrinos joined together can make charge. Here's how it will work. First, neutrinos are made only at the start of the universe. The temperatures are extremely high, space is tiny, and time is slower. The singularity of energy, the start of the universe, would start with pairs of tiny, weak neutrinos. These first neutrinos would have no charge, a slight mass, and move near the speed of light. Because they start in space-time, they would have mass and be fermions. The universe would have neutrino pairs with half of them spinning through space in a clockwise motion and half spinning through space in a counterclockwise motion. These first neutrinos could combine in three ways. The first two ways would make the two charges. Two neutrinos would join together in a process called constructive interference. This is when two identical waves combine. Constructive interference makes a light brighter, sound louder, or wave stronger. Suggestion that the constructive interference of like spinning neutrinos would make the two charges. Clockwise spinning would make one charge, counterclockwise spinning would make the other charge. The third way neutrinos could combine would make photons. A single clockwise spin neutrino would merge with a single counterclockwise spin neutrino and annihilate into energy equal a photon. When two mirror image waves combine, it is called destructive interference. Note, first neutrinos could also not combine at all and stay separate particles. See cosmic neutrino background. So far, so good. But today's neutrinos have up to 1,000,000 times less mass than an electron or positron. How would two tiny, almost massless neutrinos make a charged particle that is 1,000,000 times larger? How could the combination of two neutrinos make an electron or positron when a single neutrino is so weak? The speed of the neutrinos may be the answer. We know that neutrinos all have the same rest mass, but their relativistic mass can change drastically. For example, we know that a single neutrino comes in three flavors that change mass in flight. That suggests the mass of a single neutrino is changeable. Rest mass is the unchanging mass of a particle, while relativistic mass is the increase of mass of particles that approach the speed of light. We know neutrinos can travel near and perhaps at the speed of light. Fact. Electrons and positrons cannot be made new today. Yes, they can transform from already made particles, but neutrinos cannot make electrons and positrons in today's physics. So something in the environment at the start of the universe seemed to allow neutrinos to make charged particles. Whatever that early time was able to do, it can't be repeated now. Should these hypothetical ideas be confirmed, it would suggest the following ideas. 1. The universe is made of neutrino pairs. The universe wasn't a big bang, it was a tiny leak. This would suggest we could make the entire universe from one particle, neutrinos. 2. The universe then would be almost all mass, all fermions in space-time, which raises the question, can bosons exist in space-time? 3. These ideas lean towards the zero-energy universe idea. My model suggests the universe started with neutrino pairs. Thanks for reading. See my other post videos for more on the larger model that this is part of. Feel free to share and comment.